Thank you, Dad.
All right, this is what's interesting to us this morning. That means it didn't make the lead as our top story, but it's still very interesting to us. And that is brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports. If you're looking for the original motorcycle, the Indian motorcycle, you can find Grand Prix Motorsports off of County Line and Santa Fe. Per Woody Page's column yesterday in the Denver Post, Dick Monfort is back in the investment business again, this time spending $8 million on Macarroni Grill with a couple of partners. Let me put that in perspective for you.
Okay.
Their opening day starter, Kyle Kendrick, is being paid $5.5 million. So he spent more money on Macarroni Grill than he did on his opening day starter.
Have you eaten at Macarroni Grill?
Macarroni Grill is actually pretty good.
I'm telling you.
I bet you take a lot of dates there. Hey, babe, want to go to Macaroni Grill? I listened to Kiss 95, and they gave me a coupon.
Well, here's why. I normally like going to the Chili's in Arvada, but the wait is too long, so then I'll go to the MG.
The MG?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
That's what we call it.
Really?
On the streets.
Have you ever taken a date to the Macaroni Grill?
I've never had a date. Can we continue this this breakdown? When you look at, I don't think it's apples and apples. It's not like he doesn't. It's not like he's. I mean, with the salary cap and all the way that all the money works and all that. It's not as simple as I want a restaurant chain or a really good pitcher. I'm gonna go with restaurant chain because I know it's delicious.
Well, it's the same thing as the rooftop last year. Right. They said, well, they spend money on the rooftop, but they're not gonna spend money on the players. They're totally different budgets. They're totally different things. This isn't an investment, no different than him, getting back into the meat business or wherever he made his fortune. So,
it's fun for Woody, and I love Woody.
Yeah, it's fun to poke fun.
It's got the word macaroni in it. It's fun to take the shots and stuff. Yeah, I mean, if it was just Applebee's, it wouldn't be as funny.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and your point is a sharp one, James. I mean, when you look at the rooftop last year, I mean, I sat down. Here's a name drop. I sat down with Monfort and the PR people, and they were explaining to me and the other writers how the money they got for the rooftop was not just money they could have spent on a bench player, or a reserve player or whatever. It was money allotted for that, and a lot of it came from the city too, if I recall.
Well, it's a heck of an investment. I mean, it was worth like $50-some million 2 years ago, $100 million 4 years ago. So maybe Rockies fans should look at it and see if we can buy it for $8 and turn it back into what it used to be. Either he'll be distracted and stop fiddling around with the team, or hey, maybe he's got more money in his pockets. He starts saying, hey, let's spend some money on some pitchers. So I don't know how there's a downside to it. They'll probably start using cheaper ingredients now.
I should not be telling people, obviously, how to spend their money. I think the rooftop was a brilliant investment.
I love it.
Because what you do is you bring people into the ballpark whether they want to watch the game or not.
Sure.
P.T. Barnum. Get him on the tent.
Yep. Lodo is Wrigleyville. That's exactly what it is. Whether you have the rooftop or not, it is Wrigleyville because you walk out and you have all these bars to choose from.
Right.
Now you have this gorgeous bar sitting in right field. It's very similar to where the Atlanta Braves play. I used to live in Atlanta, and we all used to hang out in right field. If you ever watch a Braves game, has that big Budweiser sign, all of us single guys used to go there, have a great time. Maybe we'd watch the game, maybe we didn't watch the game. We didn't really care. But I think that's different than Macarroni Grill. I just do.
All I'll say is that
because you're reinvesting in your product. You're reinvesting in your ball club. Getting people in. If more people that come in, maybe you can spend a little bit more on payroll. And at the end of it, go ahead.
So you have a problem with Monfort investing in Macarroni Grill?
He could do whatever he wants to. It's his money. I get it. My point is, though, is that I understood the investment into the party deck. That made perfect sense to me. But if you have $8 million to spend, and apparently you do, and I don't want to hear, well, this is budgeted for this, and this is budgeted for this, and this is budgeted for this.
Why?
Everybody deals with budgets.
I understand, but Stan Kroenke owns damn near everything, and nobody has a problem with him buying into other things. Nobody says, well, if he wasn't trying to build this stadium in L.A., maybe he'd be spending more money on the Nuggets and Avs. They're mutually exclusive.
Why would you spend money on the Nuggets? They have Gallinari.
Exactly. They got a superstar.
Why would you spend a cent?
Why? Pat Bowlen can invest in Arena Football League teams and get involved in all sorts of other things, and nobody criticizes him.
Right.
Again, I just think it's one of those things of the Rockies are the easy fodder. And especially when, as Benjamin pointed out, macaroni's a funny word. If you're investing in that, then all of a sudden it becomes, a little bit of an easier
If it was Panera Breads, we would be like, oh, you got the Panera Breads. Oh, the sourdough.
All right, so that segment brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports.
Terry!
The Monforts don't own that yet, but who knows?
Hey, hopefully they'll maximize the profits off of Macaroni Grill. And,
they might invest into Grand Prix Motorsports.
Why have we not had Terry on the show?
I don't know. Maybe we will.
We have his picture on every day.
There's Terry on his 2015 Indian Chieftain, and of course he got it at Grand Prix Motorsports off of County Line and Santa Fe.